Hello and welcome to today's 5 on 5. I'm Grace Smith and I'm joined by Britt Festival Orchestra General Manager Renia Shterenberg. Thank you so much for spending time with us today.
Hi, Grace. Thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure to be here.
Absolutely. So Britt Festival Orchestra season announcement was made on the 10th. What do you want people to know the most about this season?
Well, this season we're first of all super excited to be back on the hill after not being able to do large scale group performances for 2 years. So we are bringing back the entire BFO on the pavilion stage. It's going to be great. We are starting our season early, which is probably the thing I want people to really know the most. Historically, they have done concerts in August, but now they are moving up to June, the middle to late June. And so we made that move because the shifting weather, the climate change that's been going on has been really disturbing the concerts with the wildfires, where they've had to cancel quite a few of them. So the shift to the earlier season is to hopefully be able to put on all the concerts that we're preparing and get all our soloists on stage, and everybody can see Teddy and just the wonderful performances. So we don't have to cancel any, and just we can do them there on the beautiful Britt Pavilion. We've got some really great concerts I'm really excited about this year. It starts on June 17th, which is our opening night, and Britt has commissioned a piano concerto by Sebastian Chang. So he not only wrote it, but he will also be performing it. He's our opening night piano soloist. And so that's going to be fantastic. And I can tell you that I think the ink is still wet on those pages. He's still scribbling it out right now. So it's going to be fresh, hot off the presses. And then we've got some really other wonderful concerts. We have a Juneteenth concert on June 19th, where we celebrate Black composers using a bunch of different works and instrumentations. We have Seth Parker Woods, a cello performer, on that particular concert. And then in the second week, we move to June 24th with Devon Tynes, who is a baritone, who will be singing a concerto that he put together himself. It's going to be a compilation of spoken word and arias. And then on June 26th, we're going to showcase the orchestra. We're going to have an orchestral extravaganza. It's going to be music that was dedicated to World War II by composers like Michael Tilson Thomas, William Grant Still, and Stravinsky. And then the second part of that weekend, moving into week 3, we have Bruce Campbell coming back. We're really excited about him. He's going to be narrating our family concert. That one is earlier. That's going to be an 11 a.m. 1-hour concert. And he's going to be narrating The Composer is Dead, which is a hilarious book that was written. And then also they put some compositional techniques behind it so that you can really hear all the different parts of the orchestra. And then our season wrap up, the week 3 is going to be July 1st with Tessa Lark, who is just a beautiful violinist. She will be performing Bernstein's Serenade. And then on July 3rd, our season finale, we have another Britt commission coming in for the 10-person Cuban timba band, People of Earth. So that's just going to be a huge ending for our season. We've also got Gershwin on there and Ravel's Bolero. So, I mean, the season is it's a really beautiful way to embrace modern compositional techniques with more modern composers. And then also reflecting back, our opening concert also has Beethoven Symphony No. 3, in addition to the brand new piano concerto. So it's going to be a really great balance. And our music director, Teddy Abrams, has just done a fantastic job putting this whole season together. I'm really thrilled.
Well, what an exciting preview. We'll be back with more after this break. All right, welcome back. We're sitting down today with Britt Festival Orchestra General Manager Renia Shterenberg. Now, you have quite a history with BFO, and now you're back as new General Manager. You came on in October. What have these past few months looked like? What does the future look like for you?
Well, the past few months has been really busy. We're very busy in the office getting the whole thing ready for the summer. It's very exciting. I used to be a violinist in this ensemble. I played for 8 seasons here as a member of the first violin section. I retired in 2011, and now back as general manager. I'm thrilled to be able to take this orchestra forward after, as we go through all these different things with the pandemic and trying to get classical music and music in general back on the Hill. I think it's a wonderful opportunity for us to really dive into what we used to do and just get the orchestra back on the stage. And I'm just thrilled to be in this administrative position.
Are there any plans or changes that you have for BFO that you want to talk about or you're looking forward to?
Yeah, well, in addition to moving the orchestra season earlier in the year, we will have COVID protocols for entering the venue. We will require vaccination cards to be presented with a booster or a negative test, a negative COVID test within 72 hours. So that will just be for all the performances on the Hill moving forward. And we also do have this promotional deal for people who are interested to get early bird specials. We have $5 tickets on the Hill in the lawn seating that will be available until March 1st. So if you want to get your early tickets, you'll get quite the deal on that.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time today, Renia.
Of course. Thank you so much for having me. It's been a pleasure.
We'll be back after this.